fun fact, I don't actually know how to switch out the front implements on the tractor. Well, I mean, I know how. I know the process. Can't do it to save my life. Don't feel like trying to figure it out today. What I need to do is I need to just do it. Just like keep trying until I figure it out. It has been blowing so much wind here for like a week. It will not stop. And if you live where it's cold, you understand fully how much worse it is if the wind is blowing. Now, add on top of that we don't have any snow right now. See, snow is great because snow is insulation. It's insulation for your house, for your barns, and it keeps things warmer when it's windy out. So when it's windy out and there's no snow, everything is just so cold. And so that's what we've been dealing with this week. It's just so much wind. It's a little less windy today, so it's a little more tolerable. But now I'm at the point where I'm so annoyed and cold from being cold all week that I had to force myself to come out here. But I need to get grain put away before it snows or rains again, because it can do that whenever it feels like it here. And I need to get that put away. I need to get everybody watered. Anyways, like I was saying, I don't know how to use the tractor. I don't want to mess with the tractor implements right now. And I need the bucket to move the grain, not the spear. The spear is what's on right now because that's the last thing we used. So I'm just going to use the good old Jeep. Alright, we gotta get this grain put in to that chest freezer. Decided to leave the sheep minerals in the Jeep. They would have gotten wet here. And 40 pounds of sheep minerals lasts us a long time. We only have 5 sheep right now. So, yeah. They're gonna go in the garage. I'll feed some out today, but they're gonna go in the garage. We're putting the sheep on minerals because they are now like, February, March, April. They're 3.5 months out from lambing. So I'll start them on some minerals. They're not grain fed at the moment. I kind of evaluate as I go with the sheep and the cows about grain feeding. Sometimes those East Frisian sheep do need some grain, or they look like absolute garbage. But right now they're nice and fat and healthy and happy. They're on like pristine second crop hay. So we're gonna start them on minerals and call that good for now. Now that I've been outside and moving around, I realized that it is actually quite a bit warmer today than it was the last 2-3 days. It's just once you're that cold for a few days in a row, it takes a while to warm back up, like completely. It is currently, well, the real feel is 21 degrees. That's Fahrenheit, so like, I may be wrong, but like -6 Celsius, so really cold. But the last 3 days, it was like a real feel of 1 degree. So it's actually warmed up 20 degrees. So I guess I shouldn't be complaining too much. I'm gonna finish chores later. I need help I need Paul's help with a few things. I gotta move the water trough, but it's like filled with ice because everything just keeps freezing. So we'll do that in a little bit when he gets home. Until then, let's chat about some stuff. It's been a while since you guys have seen me on here. A lot has changed. A lot has changed. So my grain haul there in the back of my Jeep, as you can see, not a lot of grain in there. That is because we sold our entire swine and pork operation to actually somebody that's just like 2 roads over. They don't live very far away at all. They bought the whole darn thing, the breeders, the feeders. They have a guaranteed spot to sell their pork in here should they choose to. So that is, in a way, it's kind of a bummer. I do understand, especially if these people choose not to sell their pork here. Our customers will be kind of bummed about that. We've been selling pork direct to consumer for 8 years. We've done really well with it, but there's just some things about it that don't work for us anymore. The level of high maintenance that pigs are, they require a lot of hands-on attention if you're going to do it right, in my opinion, and really solid fencing. The property we're working on right now is not ready for pigs. Basically, the infrastructure here needs to be completely rebuilt. So we have a lot of work to do. You'll notice that as we're driving around. In fact, the reason that I disappeared off YouTube for so long was because I kind of had myself convinced that what I had to show wasn't worth showing. That, you know, our scrungy, messy 200-year-old farm wasn't something anybody was going to want to see when you have, you know, all of your beautiful Instagram style farms all over YouTube that are showing beautiful things and pleasant things. And really, we are in like the nittiest, grittiest point of farming that we could be. We're starting basically from scratch. We've got the land, which is a huge blessing. Have a lot of work to do. So that was what I had convinced myself of, but I'm just gonna go for it, and hopefully I don't get too much crap for it, or, you know, if you want to throw hate in the comments, go ahead and do that. I get paid for that anyway, so whatever you want to say, you do you. But anyways, this is going to be an interesting journey, and I did want to document it because I think that's important. And yeah, so anyways, pigs are gone, and we're switching gears. I'm really excited. I thought I would miss them more. I am like much more mentally relaxed, especially working 3 days a week at a dairy farm. It's just like, it's a lot. And so we're switching to sheep. We have our dairy flock for our own use built. We have 4 ewes now that will be milking in May, and that's in April and May, and they're East Frisian, and we're excited about that. But we want to build a pretty large meat flock and hit that pretty hard. It took me a long time to pick a breed because I wanted to make sure it was a breed that I like really could run with in my heart, because I feel like on the bad days your heart has to be extra in it, or, you know, it's not worth the bad days to get to the good days. So we decided on Tunis sheep, and I have already reserved a lot of them. We pick up our first ones in March, the second week of March. We go to Vermont for our first few, and then mid-April we'll pick up a few more in southern Maine. He's going to meet us in southern Maine. He's coming from Massachusetts, though. So we're pretty excited about that. and I will just keep buying them as I find them, and then, you know, retaining ewes and bringing in new rams until I'm happy with where the flock is at, and we'll go from there. We have a lot of pasture here, a ton of pasture, and I don't enjoy cows. So this was a beef farm, by the way. This was my grandfather's beef farm. We sold the cattle. I think sheep are going to be much more manageable. You can grow a lot more of them on the acreage that we have and the pasture that we have. And so I'm really excited to see how that goes for us. I really like the sheep. The kids really like the sheep. So anyways, that's what we're doing. We're also putting in huge commercial vegetable gardens, probably about 6 or 7 acres of them, which is solely for the spot we're sitting in right now, and that'll be the next thing that I show you guys. So sheep, small scale commercial vegetable gardening, and the store, which is where we are right now. We put this building up in September. We actually ordered it pre-made, and we've just been filling it with whatever main products we can find, and it is going really well, considering we live on like a back road in the middle of nowhere, and we kind of have to rely on social media advertisement. So just lots of changes, lots of business changes that I'm excited about, and I think they're gonna go fantastically well. I'm mostly excited about the sheep though. I'm a farmer at heart. I really am. Livestock farming. I do really like vegetable farming, but my heart is really in with the livestock. I just needed to find the animal that really could keep me grounded and invested emotionally, and I think the sheep are really going to be it. But let's finish off this renewing our YouTube channel video with a quick tour of the store. It's a little empty right now. We only do seasonal produce, so that makes things a little difficult. But we're working on it. We also need to finish insulating it and putting up actual shelving. We're starting small and building as we have the finances to do so. So let's take a look. So it's got this cute little porch. That's really nice. Love that. That's the driveway. Faces right out to the road. Parking areas by the cows. People love that. So we carry all sorts of stuff in here. Literally whatever I feel like it. These are coyote pelts. Hunted right here in Maine. They are beautiful. I've sold so many of these actually. These are the last 3 that guy said he has, so I gotta wait for him to have more done up. Beautiful. We've got a little snack section over here. These meat sticks and jerky sell so good. Maine Crisp, that's a pretty big company that's actually located just 15 minutes from us, but you probably see them out of state too. Great people. We've got some dried fruit. We need to bring in more of that. Some snacks, pickled Polish sausage, a little bit of chips. I need to restock on chips, place an order there. This was a huge find. We actually got this in trade. They just simply didn't want it anymore. Look how big this thing is. It works brilliantly. The top's it's in rough condition, you know, it's been used, but it works beautifully. And this is a meat freezer, pretty empty meat freezer. We're waiting on 2 pigs to come back, our last 2 pigs to come back from butcher. We'll be able to restock that, but we do have some beef in there. Another freezer that's pretty well empty right now till those 2 pigs come back. Onions, it's a good seller. We started carrying loose leaf teas. It's this coffee company's loose leaf teas. These guys are amazing. This is our favorite coffee. I need to restock. We sell so much of this coffee. We sell, I mean, I say so much, but we sell like probably 10 bags a week, that's a lot for a little farm stand. So we sell a lot of their loose leaf teas as well. Got some, you know, non-food items. This herbalist is a mastermind. She's just amazing. Oh, jeez, come on, focus. Wow, giving me a hard time here. The name is There we go. Sacred Tide Farm. Oh, jeez, it's gone again. Anyways, she does great stuff. She's our main herbalist in here. This is all her stuff too. Goat's milk soap. It's always a big hit. Oh yeah, there's some cool stuff up here. We have a sauerkraut company here in Maine. They're called Morse's Sauerkraut, and their sauerkraut alone is amazing, but they also sell like just really cool like specialty foods. So this German pasta is absolutely delicious. We get that from them. This is the dairy farm I work for, Missy Brook Farm in Albion, Maine. They are certified organic. They grow all of these grains. These are wheat berries. All of these grains, they grow right here in Maine, which is so hard to do. Maine is not an easy state to grow crops in. They grow them here, harvest them here, they're milled here. Pretty cool stuff. So we have local flowers and wheat berries, which is pretty awesome. And then everybody's favorite part. Oh, again, a little empty right now, but the walk-in fridge. Got drinks, carrots, again, seasonal vegetables. That milk accidentally got frozen, so we just discounted it. Still sells fine. This is the Morse's Sauerkraut. Pretty cool stuff. That's their pickles. People love their pickles too. Got some salami. This is a small dairy farm, about 45 minutes from us. We carry their cheeses. I gotta restock on some of their cheeses. I'm also really low on milk right now. Usually this whole shelf has milk on it. We sell a lot of raw milk. Here in Maine, raw milk is legal to sell. FYI, you might be like, how are you selling raw milk? Well, it's legal and sold all over the state here. Super cool. When we're out of our bacon, we carry this Broadbent's bacon. These guys are out of Kentucky. Is it Kentucky? I think so. Anyways, we carry that stuff. We got some beautiful spinach here. Seasonal produce is the thing, is the deal around here. That cream needs to get pulled. The shelf life on that was yesterday, I think. So, long story short, sold the pigs, bringing in sheep, put up a store. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of non-food items over here, and over here too. It's ice fishing season here in Maine, so we carry some of the basics for that. Really popular. We switched back and forth between all of the seasons and the stuff that we should carry. But anyways, sold the pigs, bringing in a boatload of sheep, at least as many as I can get my hands on. Put up a store, putting in a bakery. Just some really cool, exciting changes going on. I'm really excited about them. So I hope you guys are excited for this YouTube kickoff thing. I will try not to have the type of lack of confidence that causes me to not make videos, because I know most of you probably don't care. I know I wouldn't care if I was watching someone's YouTube video and the ground was brown and gross because it's January and there's no snow and there was some grain bags, you know, blown across the field because it's windy as hell, and everything in between, barns that are falling down that need to be rebuilt. This is part of our journey and our process, the journey that we've been handed and given, hopefully because we can handle it. So yeah, come along with us or don't. Either way, completely up to you, but I'm excited to document it here, and hopefully some people will enjoy it while I'm doing so. So we will see you guys later. Happy homesteading.